And welcome back to the second series of tonight. We have a very exciting game ahead of us, don't we, Frankie?
Yeah, you got Southampton versus ICL Team 1.
Exactly. Winston is sentenced to 7 years in prison. I think I've had to cast over this team with every uh interaction or every iteration of their team name. I've had Winston is hiding the skip, Winston has been found by a police helicopter, and Winston is sentenced to 7 years in prison. So I'm glad that I get to be here for the what I'd assume is the finale of this Winston storyline, unless there's maybe Winston gets out on parole or something.
Maybe he escapes. Maybe he
Maybe he
escapes.
escapes. We just gotta wait until USS Winter rolls back around in the winter in September or October. Sorry, it would start obviously a bit later, but yeah. So we've got a very exciting game ahead of us, and yeah, you do know a good few players on these
Yeah,
teams
I know
as well
like
because
the entire roster is.
yeah. So you just know everybody in the UK uni Overwatch scene. So
I feel like decent at the game, yeah.
totally fair, totally fair. If they got some aura about them, you know of them. But
Yeah.
let's get a little bit of info going on some of these players.
Uh one Tom, he's like they're playing Carl on tank? Uh I guess one Tom's not here. I was gonna talk about how one Tom has recently been playing tank again and face it, but
Mm.
it's not that important, I guess. Eli and Chief are on a team together and face it expert. UNESCO is on the new Crabs roster,
Oh yes,
who
yes.
is a sister team of UTD, which is like the USS Face It team, you know?
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that roster announcement on Twitter. It looked very exciting. I hope I get to cast over them one day because that is a fun team to
Yeah,
watch and potentially cast over. So obviously it's play by play because my analytical skills are pretty bad. So
yeah,
I would bring absolutely zero zero value to that unless you've got me calling the shots as they come in. But
yeah.
yeah, on the
Carl is known for his Reaper, but like kind of fun. See him on the tank. I don't know how good he really is, but I have
so yeah,
I
we've got
feel
a
pretty.
got a couple of switch ups there. Have we talked about the Southampton Seameows roster?
Nah, it's kind of bog standard. Yeah,
Fair. But we get the map picks going in here. ICL picking first as they are the higher seeded team, and we go back to what we saw in the
yeah.
first
It's gonna
series,
be
Runa
Bernardo Vital.
Sapi. So
Yeah.
do we expect to be seeing the similar comps that Lancaster and Donuts are running, or do we think these teams have something else
Um,
planned?
I wouldn't be shocked if Southampton walk out on like Mega stuff, but again, I have no clue what what heroes Carl TKH plays on tank. Like
Oh no.
not a Scooby. He plays like Reaper and Kiri, like in the last splits. So, and he's played by Hitscan too, obviously. It's like really good mechanically. I like that
Yeah.
guy. But I'm really curious to see who he'll be on today.
Yeah. So we'll see what the unknown soldier is gonna pull out. In light of the bans, of course. In light of the bans, the
Yeah.
Shaman ban comes out.
I think maybe a Lucio ban will happen. Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Fields,
That
no
is
Lucio one trick. So
a
like
beau-
not two
a
shot.
beautiful prediction coming out from you there.
It's like Field's really good at Lucio, doesn't play anything else, really. And then Volta is on a really good expert team this season. He's been playing a lot of Mizuki for them.
Mm.
'Cause I've been watching some of their scrims, as I do.
Yeah, you gotta stay tapped in. You gotta stay tapped in.
Yeah, gotta keep locked in.
Yeah, you gotta know what your competition is. You gotta know
Yeah,
how to step up your game, and who to flame as well.
I don't blame people. I'm nice to people. These are like pretty bog standard bands.
Yeah. So we did say that you weren't expecting the Cheyenne was gonna be banned
Yeah,
too
like
much.
it kind of does make sense for this team. I don't think Ellie or Chief really play it, from what I remember. Well,
Mm.
from like one open, so it's also nice to see Chief playing as alumni because he's at Surrey now, so he doesn't play in the winter splits for ICL. But obviously, he was on their team when they got like, was it third NSC last year or 2 years ago now?
Yeah, I unfortunately don't know.
I
I
Carl
unfortunately don't know. I'm
TKH
not
on this
that.
Arya.
Karate, yeah, he's on the Zarya. Okay, cool. And then Gligger on the
It's
side
really
of Southampton Seameows is on the Sigma. So not the Malgo rollout that you're expecting.
Yeah, it's gonna be Mega Sigma. Like X Whimsy is on May. It's like pretty much standard comps. Sigma Mizuki. Alright, it's just what meta is, you know.
Yeah, these are the a lot higher, like high teams, so we're gonna be expecting to see a bit more of these meta picks come out from the side of them. But Mirth already got this rail charged up fully, looking to find Chief just roaming around the backline somewhere, trying to catch out that Tracer. As that early point control goes the way of Southampton Seameows just a little bit. No, haven't pushed the point just yet, but the ball is just a bit closer. Imperial College has taken it back. We're playing decently passively here so far. Just picks one out so far. A little bit of all charge going the ways of both teams. Just trying to find the weak side, try to find an opportunity to bring that advantage into your hands. As Karate Cage is 1v1ing this Mizuki on the side as the TP's out. Goes back into the side of Southampton Seameows. Ball did get pushed a little bit. Imperial College's favor, only 10 meters or so, as these teams are just slashing it out as Eloy finds that first pick. Volta goes down, and that's a nice pick from the side of the Imperial College. Mirth is trading back, though. Chief now goes down, and it's even Steven's fight here, really.
Yeah, it's like, it's just 2-0 burger comps. Like, nothing ever happens with these two comps. You just play until the other team does something wrong, and you get on. Like right now, the kids are happening.
Yeah, Kitsune Rush goes out for the side of Imperial, but Eloy is so weak, and there he goes. Gligger does find that last pick. Uber Augie is on the side here, just a little bit weak as this May ult is catching people out. Karate Cage goes down, and Whimsy is able to get that pick. Gligger is good for that next one, and Southampton Seameow are now finally taking that advantage in the fight as Whimsy does find Geode in the end there and will take this point just that little bit further than ICL.
It's a pretty expensive fight. They had to put the Blizz in alongside the Kitsu, with only Kitsu being used by UNESCO for ICL. So it's like, well, again, you're happy to win that. You get a lot of space now. You get this corner, play Coast. You have OC. They don't have a Soch to like match it. We're not playing Coast actually, so maybe not. Maybe I'm clueless. It's a bit late to walk now.
Eloy trying to find a little bit of an out of position player there, but the rest of Southampton team is there to back it up as the Zarya bubble goes out, and it's a big pick, but the Kekai Sanctuary is there to kite it. Geode is able to find a pick in the midst of it all as the Sigma comes through. Zarya bubble's there to keep the player alive as the Rock is good and Eloy is gone. Gligger and Whimsy are good for 2. Southampton Seameows are looking strong in this fight. Gligger falling so weak. Is able to live just that bit of time. Is able to find Geode as well. Whimsy unfortunately goes down. Carl is able to get a nice little trade out of it here. But Gligger unfortunately gonna have to just back away now. Imperial College looking on that front foot. The Sigma is away up on that bounce pad. Is back out of the fight. 50 meters on the board for Southampton Seameows as Imperial College bring it back to the middle point.
Yeah, I mean, an OC swing. It's like really easily kited though. I feel like it's been overzealous. Oh, I saw the Carl TKH took jump ups as a player, which is pretty odd. But there's not many high ground players.
Yeah, this is a strange one to pick up in this fight, but here it comes, the kit rush from ICL. UNESCO pops that. It's the wall is there to kind of keep ICL out of it all, but Chief is able to find Volta there. It's a nice pick for the side of ICL. Carl is good for a second one there as Eloy finds his one. Gligger goes down, and now the tank is away for Southampton Seameows. Whimsy is able to find one pick, but unfortunately it's not going to lead to too much as Mirth also falls, and now Imperial College back in possession of this ball, going to be able to push it. Unsure if they'll be able to bring it to that 50 meters or past that 50 meters. Might be able to bring a touch out from Southampton Seameows, but
I think they will get lead here. They have a really fast like grab. Like this is like a grab built after one fight of using it, which is like really impressive. But I guess it kind of makes sense with the cast comp. You don't really have a Reaper to be doing a lot of damage for you. And cast the damage.
yeah,
You're the frontliner. I don't really get the Zarya pick. The grab is good. This is why I took that perk.
Yeah, that's absolutely beautiful. It's good. It finds Mirth. The Blizz goes out to try and keep people away from that grab. And the Sanctuary, it goes out from both teams. Southampton Seameows did delay it just a little bit as that Gravitic Flux is good. It finds some damage. Eloy gets stunned again, falls very weak, but Chief with his pulse bombs, able to find Uberalgi, and Eloy with that silver bullet is good for 1, good for 2, and Carl finds that 3rd, shuts out Whimsy, and now we're up to 70 meters on ICL. They've really come back into this. They found that footing, and they've been able to push it much further than the Southampton Seameows.
I feel like it was a really expensive fight from both sides. I don't like the Blizz was really poor. They're like, they have the perk that makes the Blizz heal, but you don't really. That doesn't mean you use it that as defensively as they did.
Yeah, I like their attempt though. I like the idea around it, but Mirth is able to get an early pick into this fight. Eloy goes down early. He's been such a big player for ICL so far, finding a lot of picks. So it's a nice player to have out of the fight. Uberalgi pushing out, getting people right back up to heals. Glicker falling a little bit weak, doesn't find too much value out of the rock as Unisco TP's out of this. Carl TKH is just sat in the side room getting pummeled, kept around half HP here. Chief looking to find some value in this backline. Whimsy falls really, really weak. Uberalgi is found out with the camera here. Carl is good for that 1. Suzu out. Super sure if it needed as the chain is there. Keeps Carl out of the fight for just a minute. Glicker is able to find Chief on that backline though. It's a nice pick, an annoying character to not have to worry about anymore.
I was kind of like expected a Kitsu maybe to fight that hard, but I guess not with Chief being traded. You can just like play slow, fight the corner with Kitsu. Never mind.
There it goes. You take it back. Unisco feels it's the time to use it, and it seems to be working. Unisco find 1
really
as Carl gets a 2nd. Eloy with a 3rd, and Glicker is 1 HP, and the Zarya beam is just there for it. And a very nice team kill from the side of ICL, and they're gonna keep pushing this very close to the end.
Yeah, another grab. This guy is building grab like every fight. I'm not gonna question him again.
Work.
I mean, mechanical player with mechanical tank, you know? Cannot do it.
Absolutely.
The early OC's playing. Again, really early. Very easily kited.
Yep. It's just ICL are able to find the positions lined this way to go in. Oh my god! Everybody gets roped into it there. The high noon is there. Is able to only find 1. Uberalgi is the victim of that high noon, and a beautiful shot onto the flying Sigma as Chief finds 1 of his own, and Unisco is good for another as well. Whimsy out is just Mirth sitting somewhere on the map here. Chief sitting right up on this spawn door, maybe trying to find a stick here. The Gravitic Flux is there. The touch is also good too. Eloy finds Mirth eventually. Kitsune Rush now out on the side of Southampton Seameows. The Pulse does not find anything as both Kekais now into the fruition. Glicker is able to find Eloy. That's a nice pick to have, but Carl is trading right back. Volta now out of the fight. The Blizzard's an option for Whimsy if they see fit, but so far no go as Unisco is able to find 1. Glicker is able to trade back. Carl's now out of the fight as well. And it's been a scrappy fight so far. A lot of damage onto ICL as Geo goes down now. It's just Chief, and Uberalgi finds that kunai. And Southampton Seameows finally take that point back, take it away from their spawn doors, and alleviate some of that pressure that ICL has placed upon them.
It was really expensive though. Like, obviously you're 50 to another Flux at least, but you put in OC, Flux, and Kitsu all in your spawn doors. It's like not what you want it to happen really. You want to like try win that fight as dry as possible.
Yeah,
like you have to already instant give space, no ult. You're gonna fight this corner with Blizz. It's really hard to fight this corner with Blizz into their front. They have so many Blizz to defend it.
Second up there, rock. Beautiful rock. Geode and Chief both out of the fray now as the freeze goes on to carry, and Unisco is now also gone, and Carl TKH, you've got nothing there for it.
Especially with High Noon there. It's gonna be like a stagger. They're gonna chase this. They have the space to chase. They're not doing it. Oh, you're nuts.
Wait, no, Uberalgi's going for it, but Eloy might be able to find the pick there. Oh my goodness, the TP has to be expended there. So weak. Mirth is there just to clean it up. A bit of a sloppy fight from both sides there, but Southampton Seameows coming out of the other end of that a bit cleaner than the ICL.
I think didn't really expect the Curie to have left that, to be honest. I think Uberalgi kind of deserved to die there. So.
Yeah, the TP, it's a free get out of jail free card, but A big ult fight again. 2 support ults. There goes the grab. There goes the gravitic fluxes. Volta and Mirth are good for 2. Eloy with that silver bullet is able to find the opposing cast. Finds a second one. Volta. Chief and Eloy now out of the fight, and it's just up to Geode, that Mizuki. And a team kill now by the side of Southampton Seameows. 10 seconds left in the clock. They've got a long way to still push this. Double the amount that they currently have.
Really hard.
It's going to be very difficult.
They don't have Venture or Juno with them yet. They have to play really slow to get them back. They have Kitsu for... They can have to go fast. Like, getting Kitsu off before they...
But here comes Uberagi with that kit rush, and Trade's going back and forth. Whimsy down. Or Whimsy gets called TKH, and Geode finds Uberagi. Chief gets Volta. It's looking both support now for Southampton Seameows. It's looking rough, but Southampton Seameows seems to be fighting back into it. Mirth and somebody else there, unfortunately, can't see it anymore. But even with both supports out of the fight, Southampton Seameows have played it really well.
I don't know why Carlos swapped to the Doom. The touch was not needed, bro. the cap is full cap.
Maybe he might be the best Doom player you've ever seen. We'll just have to see exactly what that does. Let's find the punch. Oh, he's gone. He's out of the fight. And Southampton Seameows are looking so good. They've still got this Blizzard in play as Mirth gets a second. It's looking so sketch for ICL. As 2 more picks, Volta and Gligger, as it comes so close. I don't know if there's a touch. Carl is able to get it, but the rock stuns out, and unfortunately there's nobody else to back it up. And what is with Runasapi today and these reverse sweeps?
I don't get the swap to Doom. You can take another fight on Zarya and just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I lost for words with that play. Like the Doom swap to like just feed your Bracer and get froze. It's like really raw. I feel like you just stick to the Zarya and it's fine.
I mean, yeah, it did seem that Carl was looking exceptionally strong on that Zarya for the entirety of that map, and I mean, the unfortunate swap to the Doomfist. I mean, yeah, as you said, the touch wasn't exactly needed. There were still 20 or so meters left. There was time for the touch. There was other players that could touch on the side of ICL as well. They still had Chief on that Tracer. If the touch really needed to come out, but yeah, I mean, it could have just been a bit of a weird swap. Carl maybe just not feeling the Zarya anymore, but again, I am unfortunately not Carl. I cannot give you the answer as to why that swap was out unless we had listen-ins, but we don't do those for Swiss Stage.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's a rough map. Runasapi seems to be the place for reverse sweeps to come out. It was another very high lead for one team, just for the other team to push it in OT all the way to the other side. But yeah, I mean, what else do we have to say about that map? I mean,
I really like the May pick. Like, obviously, it's just the meta being like Sigma Mizuki, but I think Exy or Whimsy, whatever you want to call them, like, has played really good that map on the May. Like, apart from like maybe one Blizzard, but the rest of the gameplay was really nice.
Yeah, Whimsy seemed to be a really pivotal player for the side of Seameows there. A lot of good freezes. Got obviously the Curie that was frozen on that jump pad was a great pick to have there. Although, albeit the fight seemingly was very much in the favor of Seameows regardless.
Yeah.
Getting that Curie out was absolutely the play. So, I mean, yeah, Seameows just looked really good towards that end there, but we have the map pick now for the side of Winston is sentenced to 7 years in prison as they unfortunately lost Runasapi there heartbreakingly. We go straight to Control, though, and the Arctic Peninsula. How do you feel about this map? It had a rework recently. Well, I say recently. It was like months ago now, wasn't it?
It was like a season ago, I think. You know?
Yeah,
I'm late.
I'm late.
It's probably gonna be the least practiced map for the teams. Like, I don't think they really expect many people to go to this map. I enjoy the map. I think it's a good pick for Carl TKH being in, you know. The Mayban, you know.
I mean, it's May's home area as well, so no home field advantage for the May. And obviously Whimsy was seemed to be exceptionally annoying to deal with for the side of ICL there.
Yeah.
Seameows decided to shut out Carl's Zarya there. Do you respect the Zarya ban here?
Yeah, I mean, Carl TKH isn't a tank player, so if you take him off the tank he wanted to play, it's gonna be rough for ICL.
Mhm. Yeah, it's totally fair ban. Seems to be the comfort picks for two players or a player on either side of these, either team. So it's valid. It's valid bans. It's valid bans. But we'll see what these teams decide to switch up their comps. I have never seen this part of the map. It's very nice looking. It's very pretty.
This is labs, I think.
How do you know
No,
this? Oh,
it's
our
just
free
like this
cam's about
one.
to
I
tell us
swear
where
this
it
is
is.
labs. No, this isn't labs. I don't know which one this is called. I only know labs is a name.
Yeah, I unfortunately don't know any of the names.
I don't know this one because I don't know this map because it's like kind of boring and wrecked.
I think the only like point names that I know are Lijiang Tower points and Ilios. That's about it.
I know
But
Ilios, Lee Zhang, and like Oasis. He's on Reinhardt. We're playing Ryan Sim. Oh yes, I'm a big fan of this actually. I actually
okay.
I really like Reinhardt into the Mizuki 6 stuff. It's really underrated. I like the Roadhog more, but like people don't have a Roadhog in them the way you and Azo do.
Hashtag free Azo. Had to mention that at least once in the stream. But early space control coming out from Carl with that charge.
I really
Obviously,
like this comp.
you really like this comp?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll
So
be excited. Frankie is loving this, but we'll see just how well it works out for ICL here. A lot of space control early as Carl goes for a very aggressive dive here. Is somehow still alive, lived a lot longer than I expected as Uragi is able to find that kunai to shut him down, and a beautiful chain there onto Unisco as Whimsy's there to clean it up and finish him off. Mirth and Volta are good for another 2, and it's just Chief now. But there you go. Gligger finds those last 2 shots, and the Trickster is now out, and Seameows are in possession of the point.
That's not quite how you play the Reinhardt into this comp. You don't let them break your shield and then you finish 5. You kind of like... I mean, you kind of have to let them shoot your shield.
Yeah.
You also want to like mainly just box off the hit scanning to...
Yeah. Unisco falling. Oh.
The chain is good, but Whimsy's looking the wrong way, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Volta, a beautiful shot onto Geo there as the Lucio now for ICL is shut out. Reinhardt just has to try and kite, try and live, try and stay on this point, but Whimsy's there just to absolutely shut you down, and Unisco, it's a strange position there, I feel, as Gligger is unfortunately able to absolutely ravage it, and Uberagi gets Eloy, and Carl now swapped to that Doomfist.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good chain. Oh, I've just saw the Doomfist swap, sorry.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to notice after I said it.
I'm on the Doom. Wow. I don't like it at all. Okay, maybe I...
Oh, a beautiful stick. Oh, that is...
I'm not excited.
Absolutely not, dude.
I don't get that Blossom, but I don't think I've understood any Whimsy Blossom ever. They have some questionable Blossoms, but like, they're pretty good at Reaper, so I'll let them do that.
I'll let it slide. I mean, yeah, just the Blossom expanded from Seameows as they're coming up on 4 ults. And I mean, aggressive plays from Carl. They seem to really enjoy these aggro plays. He's able to get a kite.
He just wants to take as many hits as he can, forcing as many cooldowns, and then he gets one big hit with a...
There goes both kit rushes now.
You can't really like fight matching Kitsus. You have that Vulture. Vulture just kills Carl. He's on.
Sure. Chief 74 HP has to use that recall, not to gain too much HP though, as Geode is now chained and Volta is there to shut him out. I mean, Seameows have been looking so good. Uberagi gets that melee onto Chief as well, as Seameows seemingly are just looking so good.
What?
Gravitic Flux is out in their spawn. Call TKH. Get Whimsy. Eloy is out of the fight now. 92% for Seameows as the beat comes through. Kekai Sanctuary on point. They're just trying to make touches. They're just trying to make anything happen. Chief and Carl TKH are finding picks though. Uberagi and Mirth are out for Seameows as overtime's pushed out. Carl TKH falling so weak and unfortunately is out of the fight now. It's Volta Volta and Whimsy just on this point in a fight. Whimsy 20 HP, not getting cared though. No HP gained as Eloy finds that final shot, and the point capture finally flips back into ICL's favor. Still on 99% though for Seameows as Gligger now swaps to that Orisa.
I like the Orisa swap. Good into Doomfist. This is just a kill the Doomfist comp without a cast. I really hated that flux. That flux was so early and you hit the one person who can choose himself. Not down to it. So it's a really flexible play. But he's champ, so he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, ICL, they've got a couple of ults to work with. Seameows don't have any just yet. TKH has that the Meteor Strike to get out. Is potentially looking for a pick here on the back of it. Mirth falls very weak, but the Suzu's there. Saves the life of Mirth as TKH is just having to block it out, and Whimsy is right there on your arse to get you out of the game. Whimsy fighting Chief now. Chief falls so weak. Geode in the meantime is gone from ICL. Chief 2 as well. Mirth, a beautiful shot onto that finicky target. Is now a touch comes out, pushes it back into OT. Whimsy with that Death Blossom in the face of Carl. Gets punched out of it. The chain is there. It's stunning Whimsy again to shut out that tank, and no more touches on the side of ICL. Unisco in the last dying moments of the game has to pop that kit rush. Unfortunately, nothing gained from it. First point on Antarctic Peninsula in the favor of Seameows.
To be fair, that point was closer than I expected with the comp Southampton are on and the comp ICL are on. Because, like, I'm not a big fan of this Doom. This Doom cast. I mean, the cast is fine, but the Doom is just a glaring issue. And also, Lucio's, like, not that great anymore, but I mean, as you can tell by Geo being 1700 buff stats, very much. In like 5 minutes. It's really rough.
Yeah, we see Eloy switching off that cast onto the Emray, and Carl back onto Winston. We haven't seen him on Winston yet, but we do see the Winston finally in play here.
It's not like they're Winston players, because one Tom is seemingly on a boat from what it looks like his dad.
Seemingly on a boat.
Yeah, he said it was the boat Wi-Fi, so I guess he's on a boat.
Potentially, could be on holiday. Carl TKH though, falling super weak, just has to bounce away there. Like you're very weak on the other side though.
Both times gonna just ran it there.
Yeah. Little pixel spray there. Just gotta flex the achievement. Yeah. Gligger though, big first pick for ICL as Seameows do get that early point capture. But Emray on this side of ICL does fall. Chief gets a second pick in this fight. Mirthos go down, and Gligger now onto that Winston, opting for that the mirror pick. ICL finally finding a lot of picks here. Volta eventually falls low, and after 21% of Seameows capture point, ICL take it back.
Yeah, it's pretty like good fight. I think it's like the same thing from last game. Where, like, they get all they use all their cooldowns for a really aggro spot, get the cap, and then lose the fight in the long run because they don't get picked after using another cooldown.
A lot of damage going out onto Chief there as Carl plays a very aggro, but Mirth is on your back, takes you down so weak, and Whimsy's there to get the final shot, and a beautiful pulse. Gligger looks a little bit confused as to how that's happened. Volta and Ibragi fall to that ult from Chief. It's a lot of value found. Eloy is there on that Xion now to close out Whimsy. Seemingly pushing this point even further, getting up to 50% now. Seameows no switch.
I really like this swap to Xion. It's like the double flex comp, go as fast as you can, one shot the Soch, everything.
Yeah, just shut out the player that's causing you as much stress as possible, but actually not finding too much value as Unisco pops the base, kit rush. Carl is hindered as the Kekai's out, and oh, it's a lot of damage. Some potentially questionable Blossom there, and doesn't find any values. ICL does find every single pick on the board. Going up to 75% on this capture point is looking a lot more of a struggle for Seameows on the second point of Antarctic Peninsula than it did on the first. Beat now from the side of Geode. Does find a lot of value as that Shionol comes out, finds Ibaragi, and Mirthos go down now. And I don't think there's any potential of a touch now from C. No, there is. I can't see it. I'm blind. Whimsy is there to push
on point currently. He's about to die.
He goes out, and there is no more touch now. Nobody else was there from Seameows to be able to get that touch, and now we're back to an even game, 1-1 from both teams now. What do you think of that, Pelion?
It's... I don't really know. I feel like Carl kind of just like ints it, but they miss like also like misses his train. He gets like infinite value from his int, and he lives for it. And it's just like really scrappy fights, which ICL are winning because they're just like mechanically better players. I like the Moga swap.
We do like the Moga swap here. That is
the Moga Vika. That's really good for the comp.
I don't know this happened on the map.
Yeah.
See, this is why I really enjoy having nice, great observers on prod, because we just get to see some nice, funny little things that happen on the map, some nice little spots that we get to explore just before the rounds do start and everybody decides to kill each other. But again, Chief going on to this back line, same with Carl TKH, finding some very, very early aggression, very early aggro, but he does fall very weak. Eloy finds a bike onto Ibaragi. Bit of a beautiful execute there. Volta is gone, and very quick early fight from ICL, and a team kill goes the way of ICL, and now the first point looking strong.
I don't think they quite know how to play Moga. Like, just for the way they did it, like kind of like gave every angle for free and then didn't fight for anything until someone died. Like, we forced Tracer recall and then just like AFK is 5. Which is a real shot. Early pin in.
Stop doesn't find too much value. Unfortunately, just missed the Winston on the side of ICL, but as Volta's caught out of position and Chief's there to close him out, and Eloy gets a second pick into the fight. Seameows was able to cap during all the chaos, but
it gets trades.
Yeah, there's not too much going on anymore. ICL able to capture the points back.
3v3.
But Seameows seeming to be looking good in the fight, but Chief is there. You have to deal with this Tracer in this fight here as Gligger eventually falls to Carl. 40% now for ICL. Seameows are having a lot more rough time on Antarctic Peninsula. The first point seemingly so strong for Seameows, but everything after this is looked a lot more of a struggle.
I feel like you just like maybe go back to the SIG, just try anything to work. You know, like I don't really see this Moga working with the way they're playing it. Stop standing still! UNESCO types 2 Xy or 1Z after 3 tapping. After 3 tapping though.
A little bit of flavor going on in the chat, but I mean, yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If that's what was working, that's what was working. Might as well go back to it. But Carl finally punished on that aggression, but Chief there with another stick and Eloy there to get the second as the Shionol comes through. Whimsy is able to find a pick there, but unfortunately, the rest of Seameows aren't looking too hot as another team kill goes the way of ICL. 90% on the board.
Like, they've just used 2 ults before. Seameows have built 1. It's just, I feel like they just haven't found their footing there. They haven't like really took a fight as 5. Someone's just always pre-fighted.
Yeah, the touch is good. Volta is shot out by that execute kit rush now for Seameows. They're having to just fight into this. They have to find whatever they can to stay in this map. The Blossom is available. It's potentially looking for something. It can find a little bit of damage, but Eloy and Chief are having their say, and there's no more touch as Antarctic Peninsula goes the way of ICL. First map, or the first point looked a little bit rough, but it came back. Next 2 points looked great, and now again, as I said, we're back to an even game, and we go to another 3rd map banger.
Yeah, I kind of expected it to go to 3, but I didn't think it'd be like this close, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Runa was like 144 to 143. First point went 99.99. The second one was pretty close. Obviously, this point, kind of a wash. They didn't really like find their feeting ever. They kind of just got pre-fitted a bunch of times and died for it.
Yeah.
Just happens.
It just happens, you know. Sometimes it just gets like that. You get an early pick out, you get an early bit of an in, and then it just kind of crumbles from
Yeah,
there. But I mean, that's the way it goes. That's the way it just seems to happen most of the time. Teams just got to try to find that early pick, try to find that early footing into the round, find that opening, find that weak side, do whatever they can. And it seemed to go the way of ICL's
yeah.
favor for most of that map. But coming into the third map now, we're set to either Atlas or Suravasa. Now, do you think either of these teams are going to go to Atlas or we're going to see another Suravasa? Or I say either of these teams,
I
Seameows
feel like it's
specifically.
gonna be another Throw.
Another Sura.
Yeah, people prefer Throw more than Atlas. I don't personally. I really like Atlas. Atlas is really good for Hazard, and I really like Hazard. So
Yeah, exactly. It's like, if your hero works on that map, just go to that map as much as you can.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
It's a broken strat. Queen's also kind of good on that map, but Queen's an unplayable hero, so there's no point playing her. But still,
Yeah, I did try playing her a couple times or a couple times yesterday, and I was like, she doesn't feel as good as she
she's
used to.
yeah, she's a very weak hero, but that's fine.
That's unfortunate. I thought she was a lot of fun, but nerfs come through, metas change, heroes become good, heroes become bad, and that's just the way you got to play it around in Overwatch. But
Yeah,
going on to this third map, do we expect a Winston ban coming out? That seemed to be a favored pick for either team.
maybe. I feel like you would have banned the Tracer. Rumsey doesn't play Tracer. You don't have a Tracer player. Ban
Yeah,
Chief's Tracer.
you shut
Chief
out you
is
shut
that
out
also this
Chief.
hero.
You're not losing out on anything for your sides. Um,
Oh, they chose a hybrid. Oh, can it be A? I thought it had to be.
honestly, I was an admin last split, and I don't know, man. I'm lost. I'm
They go Kings. I
exceptionally
still,
lost.
I still feel like you ban Tracer. I feel like you get Chief off of his best hero.
Yeah, that could be the option. But once the bans are through and we get to go off into the bans, then we will see whether or not Chief gets shut out. And I like watching tracers. I think they're a lot of fun to watch, but for the side of Seameows,
Yeah,
you just got to ban it out. Don't listen to
yeah.
me.
I
You
feel like
should just ban it out.
there's no point in letting Chief play his Tracer if you can ban it and get him
Yeah.
on one of his less heroes. And again, this is a really good main map. They banned the Xion, which is also fine. The Sig ban, I had to guess. Glitter is probably gonna be on Ram. I had to
Okay.
guess. I feel like it's gonna be like a Ram May comp. Ram May Soj, Miz Curie. Like I know Voltzer really likes the Ram. He gets Sheba on that a lot for Velociraptor is an expert dev. Glig is like a ground tank guy. He doesn't really play Monkey or like any like divas and stuff, so he'd probably just be on his Ram. I don't think you go Mega because he kind of like had a stinker on it today. But like,
It wasn't the best showing on Malga, but it can always be an option. Maybe those just weren't his maps. And in the third
maybe.
map, third time's the charm. Third time's the charm. Am I right?
Or well, let's just go around and play a Ram comp because it's pretty easy to do that. You just hold right click.
That too. Ram's always an option. If all else fails, just pick up Ramatra. But I mean, I feel like I say this every single time I open a cast. We'll just have to see once we do get underway with the map if they do end up choosing to
Yeah.
play around that Ram comp. But obviously, Chief still has that tracer available in the arsenal. So do we think this is going to be the way of ICL, or Seameows are going to be able to close it out?
I feel like if it's ramming to Zarya, I'm like feeling Southampton have like an advantage.
Mm.
Like I feel like if they go a Ram comp and Carl does walk out on the Zarya, who defends first? Like who gets to pick side? Is it loser or winner? Loser picks map.
Um.
Well, we'll find
Well,
out.
loser gets, yeah. We'll find out in just a moment once everything fully loads in. But I mean, I think it's winner because loser gets map pick and
But
ban. So
yeah, okay.
I think it's
Well, that's ICL on Zarya, so they get attacked. And they are on the Ram May comp with Cass, not the Soch, which makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Yeah. The May obviously looked a little bit rough for ICL, so it does feel that ICL may be at a bit more of the disadvantage here if they can't find an
Ram
answer
is
to
really
that
good
May.
into Zarya too, stuff like that.
Yeah, we're getting
His little Hanzo off a spawn. He used to do this like 2 faces seasons ago with me on his team. Good times.
good times, good times. Did it ever work? Is the question.
I think like a few times he got a kill from it.
Well,
Like,
we're
I feel like at least once.
We're about to find out if it can get a pick, and it does not. And we swap off to the May mirror. Okay.
I do think there is a choice. I mean, I kind of see why. Ram's trying off on the high ground, which I do like a lot. I feel like Ram started over a little too much on this map.
Yeah. It's creating a lot of early control. Eloy falls very weak. Scissor has to be expanded there just to keep him alive, as ICL are looking towards this point, and Chief gets a very early pick onto Whimsy. That's kind of what they were looking to need in the first map on Runasapi there. Early point domination is starting out here. Can they get the first pick before touch comes in? They can indeed. Seameows just trying to put some pressure, trying to find a weak target before they can bounce on, but Chief walking up on the sideline there. Wall completely shuts out that Mizuki. Is the Ram Mattress caught out on point. Falls very weak, has to just sit on the block as the Kiri is trying to keep him alive, and unfortunately the ball comes down just as the icicle comes through. Gligger now out of the fight for Seameows as Eloy and Geo to find 2 more. It's looking rough for Seameows as ICL early point capture, 5.5 minutes now to take this to the Foundry.
Yeah, but rough there. Like, your May kind of just dies with all cooldowns. I like their setup. May on Hotel is really good. I feel like she kind of walked a little too far, gets turned on, and just dies for it.
Got caught out a little bit out of position.
Didn't really expect the May to go run, I guess.
Yep. Seameows trying to play this corner as they now move on to that aggressive side. ICL just playing tough to the side. They're waiting for a bit of an overextension before they can punish it. But both teams just trying to play around this corner. Eloy does find that opening pick. Volta is now out of the fight. High Noon available. It's creating a lot of pressure. Hyunal's very weak. The Suzu is perfectly timed there.
Whoa.
As Chief and Carl are good for another 2, though. Whimsy does find Geo, though. That's the main support out. But doesn't seem to matter too much for ICL as they clean up the rest of the fight and keep this streets pressure going.
I mean, like, you should probably like favor the Ram in this matchup, but maybe not the way Gligger's playing it. In the nicest way possible. Maybe not with how he's playing it. And also, this Miz is not getting like the most value really. You know, like, it's kind of hard to play Miz in this comp. I feel like it's probably easier.
Both kit rushes expanded at almost the exact same time as the grab's now available. Finds a pick of 3 as Merc gets 2 with the Noon. It's absolutely beautiful. Gligger is good for that 3rd, and now ICL on the back foot. Carl is caught out. Only 2 meters left to capture, and unfortunately it just wasn't there. Seameows came back with a beautiful fight. Carl used up that grab, and Unisco with that kit rush as well. It's a bit of a sad loss for ICL, but Seameows had to use up 3 ults of their own there.
It's a pretty expensive win. You have like it's Blizz versus Miz, which is, I feel like your favorite the Miz Zuki ult for like the most part. It's kind of hard to like pin into a Miz ult.
Yeah.
Like it's been, you know, it's a beat creep, so like they get free Blizz, and we throw it into the Miz ult.
Happens, man. It happens. I don't even know what to say, but there you go. Ram ult now from Gligger. It's looking to cause a lot of damage. Chief caught out on his own wall, and unfortunately does fall to the Ram ult. ICL looks to be on the back foot as Eloy falls very, very weak. He's able to get carried by his carry and is able to get out of that, and he's gonna have to be kind of out of this carry a bit. Carl's still in a very aggro position, as now he's getting pounced on. The Ramacha playing super aggro. The shield goes out. Unfortunately, he can't. Oh no! He fishes to the shield.
The flip is good.
Oh, it's unfortunate. Eloy is able to get that pick onto Gligger.
That was so well played.
It was beautifully played. Eloy is good for a second. A beautiful shot onto Mirth. as the point gets a little more contested. Geode and Carl are good for their own picks. Whimsy is just up to Whimsy, but UNESCO is there to clean it up. ICL finally now getting this point capture.
That might be a game-winning move. That might be a game-winning move from Geode. That was so good. Booping Gligger past the shield for the move.
Yeah,
we have a faster Kitsu, we have Brav, we have like so many things right now. You can like snowball so easily here.
It looks very promising for ICL and Foundry.
Yeah, it's a really good snowball, I can see that.
Geode is able to get an early pick onto Mirth as well. That opens up the fight big time for ICL as the grab comes out. Only he's able to get 2 as it's so aggressive. UNESCO is good for the 1 there. Geode just trying to, or sorry, Gligger just trying to find valid damage onto Carl as Carl's got out in this corner, and unfortunately it's a trade. Both players found each other. Carl finds Gligger, Gligger finds Carl. The hiding comes out from Mirth. Just trying to create some pressure, create some space. But the wall is there. Unfortunately, does not find any damage at all.
Fine kite. I'm excited. ICL. Whoa. Maybe not. Never mind.
Mirth is able to get Geode there. So Blizzard goes out straight onto Mirth. Can't do anything about that. Seameows now with this Kekai Sanctuary. So many ults being expended as the Silver Bullet lands onto Whimsy. Back up to HP though, not much of a worry for the Seameows.
Oh, dude.
It's a beautiful wall, yeah.
It's a really good whip again. It's a lot of damage.
Fully charged Zarya just unfortunately can't find that last little trickle of damage onto Whimsy. The beat now from Geode is looking very good for ICL as the Ram ult comes out. Chief is looking so weak. He's eventually found Carl, just trades back though. 4 meters left to capture this point for ICL. It's looking hairy.
Oh, let's go. So creepy.
Gligger does find Carl. In the meantime, it's looking way more in the favor of the Seameows, so good response. Eloy getting caught out a little bit, but will eventually get out as that wall is there just to ensure that no more damage is able to be hit. No more extra ult charge for this Ramattra.
It was really expensive for ICL. I mean, not really though. It's like kind of just beat for Ram, but like, it's not a very good trait to have, I think. Now they have Blizz, you guys don't. And you have Grab Moon. Yeah, I've probably seen early Grab. I mean, early Moon. Take this upcoming corner. Oh. That works too.
Great pick. Blizz goes out for Whimsy as Carl's caught out of it, but the Suzu's there just to get him out of it. It's very nice. ICL looking to have a little bit more of an advantage here as the Kekai Sanctuary is now out for Seameows. Completely shut off this high noon. Whimsy is up to get Eloy as well. Seameows finding a good defensive angle.
I don't know if part of that hit.
Mirth able to find Geode, but he goes down for it, gives up his life for it. His Gligger finds 3. Oh my goodness.
I think he cleaved like all 3 with the same punch.
I think so.
He killed Carl and this goal at the same time. I don't really like the fact that Chief took that major. He didn't take the freeze major into round. The freeze major is so good into round. You can like turn around, you can like guarantee the freeze with 1 wall.
Yeah. 10 seconds left on this attack side as the ults now start coming out from Seameows. It's looking to be a lot more aggro. There goes the Ram ult. Mirth is getting caught out in the backline though. Chief is good for the 1. Touch is there. Vault stuff looks so weak, but Gligger and Uberagi are in the back, just cleaning up the rest of ICL as Chief's just trying to fight for his life on point. Unisco's there to help out, but I'm not too sure how much this is going to work. Gligger is punching down Unisco and punches down Chief, and I'm not sure if there's another touch in this. Eloy does fall, and a very clean defensive side towards the end of ICL's attack side. It looked very strong for such a long time, but Seameows eventually found their footing in the Foundry.
I feel like it might be a bit too late though, with how far they pushed it. It's basically a full cap.
Yeah, it's maybe too little too late. They might have needed to find their footing on that defense side.
Second point. Yeah.
On second point, yeah, but who knows? Maybe
I do think Chief needs to take the deep freeze perk and not the shift perk. Like freeze is so broken.
Yeah.
Especially to Ram.
Could be something to discuss in the post game comms, but for now, maybe they won't mention it. Chief though, back onto that.
Onto Monkey. I mean, we're playing what we won on, which I kind of get. I don't think it's very good this map. I feel like you just like maybe Zarya Tracer, keep Carl on the Zarya. He's pretty comfortable on it. I think he looks fine. Like they kind of just lost Runa because he swapped off of it.
Yeah. Uberagi hovering that Mercy, power boosted Widow, trying to find a very quick pick on that attack side for the
I would love to
Seameows.
see this happen. I'd love to see a shot.
Imagine it's on Geode. Imagine the shot lands on Geode.
I wouldn't
While
be
he's
too
just
shocked.
flying about. Oh, Whimsy's there on the hands as well. A double attempt of this?
No.
Nope. The immediate info gathered from ICL and the immediate switch ups from the Owls as well. Mirth swaps, and so does Uberagi.
I'm just gonna walk high ground. Try not to get caught by the Tracer, and they got caught by the Tracer.
Yeah. And what's there? The
He
chain
lives,
is beautiful
and
though.
The slow is good. He barely lives.
I know. Oh my goodness.
I mean,
My
he should not have lived, but he did.
my cheeks were clenched watching that.
He really shouldn't have lived that. They're going through. I like this.
Yeah,
Hotel
that's creating
quick.
so
Let's
much
just-
pressure
let's
for
just-
ICL.
They have a pinch. Never mind. They have a pinch. Aggressive shield tag.
Aggressive shield tag.
Time. Aggressive shield tag.
That was timing. My fault, my fault. A lot of damage going out though. Glicker is creating a lot of pressure on this point.
Well, it's just that.
My
I don't even
goodness.
know
I think he just blew up, to be honest.
how. I think he just straight lined into past playing Mizuki and died for it. Which, you know, happens. It's like the whole point of the comp is you just shoot them when they try something.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a really good trade, though.
That's a good
Like-
pick, but
I don't know if it's touch, to be honest. I
yeah.
don't get why they put in high mid as well.
It's questionable decisions all around, but here comes...
We kicked through it, though. Why did we kick through it? Gold point! They're not on it! We made it! Sorry. What?
I don't even know what's going on, to be fair. I'm taking the back seat on this one, and you were good to take that one.
They like just didn't take point. Like both teams collectively want all point. The trades are happening. They just come through. I feel like they should probably do something now. Call TK guys. Okay. They kind of like both teams collectively agreed to just walk off the point, and then instead capping, XC Whimsy waits until two people turn for them, then gets half HP, presses Q, and mage axes. We lose the Blizzard. That was a crazy tech. I might have to like jot that down.
Get that in the analyst notes.
I have to jot that down for the future.
I got so lost throughout that fight. I just let you take that because you seem to have just as much confusion as I did, but at least you knew what was happening for the most part. But oh my goodness, Whimsy blows up Carl. Chief gets a trade back, but gives up his life for it as Mirth finds the headshot onto it.
Died with Primo, but also Glicker there just took 700 damage in like 2 seconds because he didn't hold right click.
Yeah.
Ellie just needs to live. She needs to just back up like crazy. Okay. Primo, we have our ults again. It's a really early Suzu.
But the high noon outside from Eloy here.
Doesn't
As she
get much
potentially
value.
finds one. No, it does not
No,
find the
it's-
one. That was close, but no cigar. Carl with that primal is able to shut out Mirth. Finally gets some value, but Glicker trades back as Eloy as she falls. Carl is able to just trades back and forth here. Chief's
This
out
is
now.
winning for Southampton.
Yep, Southampton is absolutely shutting this out as Whimsy is good for it too. And Carl tries his best to touch, but no cigar there. 4 minutes now just to push it 66 meters into Foundry. Carl swaps onto the Malga, Geode onto the Mizuki.
Chief onto the Mei as well. This is like really big swaps.
I mean, they have to find a steadfast defense here, otherwise they're gonna lose out on King
We have a
Grove.
Kitsu advantage, so they do have lost them. I think it's really hard to have a good Kitsu here until they spin. Carl's in a really weird position. They're gonna Kitsu this, but it's like kind of hard to fight this with Kitsu with where Carl was stood. The Moon is good. The Moon gives you like still so much of their Kitsu value. This is gonna be a demon spin, by the way. I'm expecting a 5-kill.
Yeah, this could be absolutely massive for Whimsy. Is the Wraith form goes in a little bit deep. Carl is able to find Volta though. That's a nice pick to have for Seameows. I gotta respect the attempt.
It's completely expected. Like,
Yeah.
Whimsy blossoms, you always die.
I mean, Carl, this could be big for Carl as he finds one, he finds a second, and Eloy's there. She's there for the third, and Gligger goes out, and a good response from ICL. Finally, on this defensive side, Foundry just seems to be a lot more defender-sided, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh, yeah. I don't really like the
nerf?
swaps and no good, to be honest. You had Ramble. I feel like you kind of just want to fight like. You have Ram double support. I feel like you like bait out this fight and then take next fight with Ram, Kitsu, Mizuki, and just one boot to that. But maybe
ICL have a lot of ults to work with here.
Maybe just live and you're dead.
Yeah. Geode is able to find Gligger there. It's an
That's a really
unfortunate
expensive
pick for
way.
Seameows. Chain's good onto Chief, but not too sure how much value that's going to find as ICL are good for a team kill there. Stunning
Really
work.
expensive fight, but also they have 2 ults now. But because Southampton swapped off of their 2 ults, they have none now.
So even though it's an expensive fight for ICL, they still end up having
Yeah,
the
they
ult
have a better ult.
advantage.
They have a better economy because they did swap off of 3 ults. Which, well, 2 ults. Like, I don't know. I want to say this is just probably just gonna be a noon when they like try stomp in. I feel like you play really slow here. You're up ults. Like, let them play first. Carlos somehow took 700 damage. The wall is.
Hit rushes out from Unisco. Not too sure
Really fog.
that went.
Gligger in a confusing position, and Chief has the deep freeze perk I'm noticing. So he's clearly learned from his mistakes. Which is good because like, this perk is very good in some games in round.
Yeah, Eloy and Chief, good for 2 though. Whimsy and Mirth are out now.
I mean, again,
Finally.
expensive fight, but it doesn't matter because you have both DPS ults for just LC. But I think, like eventually, I feel like Southampton try to take another fight and just build ults and have 5 ults for like one final fight. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's just looking a bit rough for Seameows again. I mean, this Foundry just seems to be so much more defender-sided. Both teams have found a very steadfast defense coming into the Foundry side. Yeah. But there's also just seems to be a few mistakes on the side of Seameows. But here comes the overclock. Can it find any big picks? It's a find so much, but Chief is sat here in the back line. Nobody knows he's here. It's a beautiful wall. But immediately turned on, and Chief is being pressured so much. Eloy, she's good for the one with the high noon. Volta's not out of the fight for Seameows. Gligger does trade back. Chief's out, and a beautiful silver bullet as Mirth is gone. Cage and Blizzard expended for the Seameows. Unisco is a lost cause in that fight. 25 seconds left. Seameows are caught in this room so far. As Uberagi is very, very weak. Mirth does find Carl. Oh, that's so rough. Geode is able to get Uberagi out of the fight.
Really hard to kill Sanctuary in the Kekai. Oh, this is surprisingly really good for Southampton. It's not really actually. They have Cage and Kitsu upcoming. This is a really tough
It's
fight.
getting close though. Gligger's, or not Gligger, sorry. Carl's able to touch. There goes the Cage. Getting carried a lot. Oh, but the wall's out. It blocks up a lot of that healing that comes in for Carl. As Volta does break the Cage, but Eloy does find Gligger. It's looking good. Oh, it's an absolute decimation for ICL as they eventually and thankfully find their footing on the defense, just as Seameows did. But unfortunately for the Seameows, it was a lot. Not a lot earlier. They let it get super close, but ICL have just closed it out barely, and ICL take the series 2-1. Eloy, beautiful shots.
Low-key just attacker's advantage. BT dubs. Attacker's advantage. Showing itself again.
What, having attack side first?
Yeah, if you attack first on cart maps, you can win by winning the same amount of fights as the other team. Because you know, like, where to hold final. Like,
okay, yeah.
So, like, both teams won 3 fights, like, on third. But the first team pushed, like, 0.01 further. Because they know when to touch, whereas the other team don't.
Yeah.
That's what attacker's advantage is. It's like
Okay.
kind of a meme, but it is also low key real.
I feel like there's a lot of like meme stuff that people say like, oh, like it's kind of meme, but it actually kind of ends up being pretty true. To be
Yeah, it's
fair,
like it's really dumb to like care about, but it is real. Yeah, like
yeah,
actually, I'll
yeah,
be able to choose to attack first. Then low key won them the game, the series. W
yeah.
attackers advantage. W attackers
W
advantage.
attacker's advantage indeed. It was a great showing for Winston is sentenced to 7 years in prison. I'm really excited for Winter now because I really want to see what ICL come up with. I hope they
Yeah,
keep the
I'm
storyline
kind of
going.
excited too.
I really hope there's
I hope
more
it
to
keeps
come.
going.
Huh?
I hope it keeps going too. Yeah,
Oh yeah, because I think that's like it's like a fun little thing to just like keep an eye out for. It's like at the start I was
yeah.
like when the first name came out I was like, oh, strange name to
Bit long,
pick,
isn't
but
it? Yeah,
there's a whole storyline going, and I'm excited what comes next. I'm excited to see the
yeah.
Winston storyline in ICL. But little recap of the maps there. Runasapi went the way of Seameows in that opening pick. A reverse sweep. It was, I mean, wow, it was 90-meter lead, I think it was.
It was like
Uh
150. Well, it's
was it
110,
was
but
it
it was like 100. It was like quite a lot.
the last I
It's quite.
remember seeing was about 140 to 50. They might have been lower than that. It might have
I
been a little
remember
bit
that.
extra,
Yeah,
like
it
110,
was
but
pretty. It was a really deep push.
either way, it was a very nice comeback from the
Yeah,
Seameows, and Antarctic Peninsula looked a little bit rough for ICL to start with, but took
love
them a
that.
little bit of time to get their footing into the game, but
Got off
eventually they
Doomfist
got back
on
into
the
it.
map.
Huh?
Got off Doomfist and won the map. That's
Yeah, I mean,
curious, eh?
maybe it's a testament to just guys don't play Doomfist. Do not
Yeah.
play Doomfist. And then Kings Row, absolute nail biter of a finish. And it was a beautiful series to watch, a beautiful series to cast. But as we said, the first series 2-1 to the Donuts versus Lancaster Bombers, and the second series 2-1 ICL versus the Southampton Seameows. And I mean that's all we've got for today. There's no more series after this. It's on to next week.
It's all done.
It's all done for the night, but I appreciate everybody coming along to watch. I appreciate obviously a big shout out to Moose Pickle as well for the 5 gifted earlier in the stream. It's very much appreciated
Yeah.
from everyone here
Yeah.
at USS. But I appreciate everybody joining us today. I hope you all enjoyed the games tonight. I hope you enjoyed our casting as well. I myself was Kyoya, and I was joined in the booth with the amazing analyst Frankie. This was also, if I'm not mistaken, your very first time on a like official cast, right?
For USS, yeah, yeah.
For USS, for USS. There's been a couple other casts about the place, but a very
Oh,
warm welcome to USS. You were absolutely amazing, and I hope you get to be on cast again together in the future. But
I'm
as I
perma
said,
busy Sundays, low key.
perma busy
I
Sundays,
I keep putting
bro.
busy like for my my scrim schedule, so I don't have to scrim. We can do this instead, though. Don't know how happy Natnef is with that. But
I mean, you got to do what you got to do, unfortunately.
yeah,
But in the future, I hope to see you again on the cast. And as I said, that's all we have tonight here, folks. I appreciate everybody coming along, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your nights. We'll see you back here, same time next week for some more USS Summer. Enjoy the rest of your nights. Much love.